Hi there, Royals. This is Sianoki, and it's always a pleasure to have you here today. I'm sharing with you how I make this pizza. So I start by making the crust at the bottom of my tomatoes. You'll be seeing the ingredients as and when we go ahead, but I'll list all the ingredients in my description box so you can kindly check it out. So while I was doing this, I was boiling water in my kettle. So I'll pour the hot water, that is the boiled water, over the tomatoes and set it aside. I will then sieve my dough. I will advise that you sieve your flour all the time. There was a time I bought a flour from the shop, like fresh in the pack. I decided to sieve it and there were some live worms, so make it a point to sieve your flour. And to that I'm adding in my yeast, sugar and salt, and then just stir everything. After that, I'll be adding lukewarm water gradually. This is because I don't want to add too much water, and I'll be giving all the measurements for this dough in my description box. So to it, I'm adding in some olive oil, and then I'll just knead. I found out by accident that hitting the dough on the surface makes kneading easy. I was just hitting it on the surface some time ago. Then I realized that actually most people use that method a lot. So when you hit it like this continuously on the surface with some energy, it makes it very easy to knead. I've been doing this for a while now, and then look at this, looking all cool. So the way you can know that your dough is done is when you poke your hand into the dough. The dough should come right back just like this. If it stays there, it means that it is not done. You may have to probably hit it a bit more or knead it a bit more. So I'll cover this and then I will keep it in a warm place. So now our tomato is soft. Like, this was the reason why we placed hot water. We poured hot water over it to get the skin off easily. So that is what I am doing, to which I'll just cut it. Now I'll add some onions and some pepper to this and bring it to a boil. If you do not have, like if you're not using fresh onion, you can use, some pepper flakes. And I did not add water to this. I am not adding water to this there. And while that is happening, I'm just grating my yeah, my garlic and ginger. Yeah, and remember to be stirring this from time to time because it can get stuck at the bottom. And these are all juices from the tomatoes. I didn't add any water. Yeah, and then once the water begins to thicken around it, just like this, I take it off and let it cool before I blend it. So into my pan goes in some olive oil, and then I'll be frying some ginger and garlic in this for just about 30 seconds. Then I'll add in my blended tomatoes, onion and pepper, the boiled down tomatoes, onions and pepper, and then stir this. I'll then add in some tomato ketchup. Some people add sugar to their pizza sauce, which is okay. I mean, that's absolutely fine. But the African in me would just not bring me to adding some to mine. So that is just adding the tomato ketchup to it. And then I'll be adding this complete seasoning, badia. It has all the herbs, everything. So that is all the spice I'm adding to this. I didn't even add salt because the spice had some salt in it, and this was really okay. So I mean, this is just it. You can keep some in the freezer, and then anytime you're ready to have your pizza, just bring out your sauce. So I went in back for my dough. This had tripled in size, and just I remember when we were in school, when there was a preacher man who came to preach, and there was like, hey, Intiligo girls pan only for a pan, yeah, did that damosa. Meaning pizza is like bread and stew, and it makes sense. This is bread dough. Like once you know how to make bread, pizza should be very easy. Yeah, so I'm just rolling this. I'm not in for perfection here. I just want it to be easy so that I could be able to spread it in my pan. I have people asking me from a previous pizza video. People ask me where I got my pan from. I got it from China Mall. So you can check it out if you want some of the pan for your pizza. And they have different sizes at China Mall. So from there I just use my fork to create some holes in there and then spread my sauce. Just look at our sauce, beautiful people. It's like so into my pan again goes in some olive oil and some of the grated garlic and ginger, then poured in my sausage, adding in some onions to toss it for just like 2 to 3 minutes and spread on my pizza. And when it comes to the topping, you can be just flexible, do anything at all, your chicken, your beef, whatever it is that you want to add. You can even add some kili willy. And then, yeah, I also got questions about where I got my cheese. You get it from ShopRite, Koala, Maximat. All the shops have some cheese in Ghana if you want some. So I just spread in my green bell pepper and place it in the oven for under medium heat for about 25 minutes, and there it is. I'm so upset that after turning off the fire I left this in the oven and then the cheese dried out because I wanted it stretchy. But it is what it is. I had a thicker crust. If you want a thinner crust, you can just reduce the amount of dough. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Don't forget to smash that like button, and a Merry Christmas to you. Stay blessed and stay safe.